So Tish, we have time for one more. Let's do a light touch on one last one. Which one would you pick as kind of our, what's that?
I guess arrogance
or something. Arrogance.
The third to the wheel. Arrogance, because it is a fine line from arrogant confidence to arrogance, not wanting to be around you anymore, like nastiness or narcissist, right? Because you need to have confidence. And I do believe that as leaders, people will follow those that show confidence more than they would those that don't. So it's kind of hard to know when am I too confident and when is it cross the line to become arrogant. And one of the techniques I always ask people to do is, who's doing all the talking in the meetings? Are you doing all the talking? Are you making all the decisions? Are you allowing others to have some input? I'm not saying they're all decision makers, but do you allow input into the dialogue? Or do you go in with a already thought out answer and you walk in and you start telling people what we're doing? Because that went from the confidence of maybe you do know better. Maybe you do have the right answer. But if you didn't allow others to engage and interact with an opinion, options, thought processes, brainstorming, discussions, and you walked in and just told people, well, now I know you've crossed the line to unhealthy, because most people don't enjoy being around arrogant people, both professionally or personally. Personally, it's the person at dinner where you could be out socializing and they say, check, please. And you're like, wait a minute, I was thinking dessert. What happened? Why is the dinner over? You know, they make decisions for the whole crowd. That's not fun.
Right.
Or the person you can't invite when you have that person and that person, when you have a person that can only come with a select group of people because they won't damage too much of everybody else. Well, that's what happens with arrogance. You actually get left out. So you really want to pay attention to, when am I using my confidence to be a teacher, to crossing the line to being the arrogant one in the room that nobody wants? Because you know what? Everybody loses then. Your intellect, your knowledge, we don't even want it, because when you share it, it's overwhelming and we don't even want to hear it. So you do need to manage that. And I do think you need to pay attention to it, because we're taught as leaders to be able to have some confidence so people will follow, to be decisive so that we can make decisions to help. But you have to be vulnerable enough to also know that sometimes best decisions come from listening, and arrogant people don't listen well.